Well, hello and welcome back. My name is Bluebelly, and we're hauling the truck on back from our journey. We had been dropping off some silage, getting a little bit of cash, and we're going to hop out here and take a look at what's going on. Oh, we didn't mean that. We meant that. We're going to hop out here, take a look, see weeds. We're working on killing the weeds up here. We're just about done with this field. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I'm going to bother with those. I'm just going to go ahead and get started on these ones down here. This is my Farmall MTA. If you're new to the series, we've been enjoying driving this little tractor around for quite a bit. We're using herbicide here. Farmall MTA pulling a Cougar sprayer. I've been doing this field the same up and down that way for so long, I decided I'll do something a little different this time. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for clicking on this video. I know there's a lot of stuff out here on YouTube, and of all the things you chose to select my video, it means a lot to me. Hopefully you were drawn in by this beautiful vintage equipment and the idea of this playthrough. We're saving the old farm. If you're following along with the storyline, you know that we built up quite a bit of debt playing around with some other tractors in the early days, and now we need to be a little more cautious. So we're putting in work. We've got these two soybean fields that I think are going to give us a nice chunk of change, and then we're going to haul a lot of silage out of our big silos. If you look off in the distance, you see that dark blue silo over there behind the house? That old puppy is almost full. Okay, not really almost full. I think the actual amount that it holds is somewhere around 800,000 liters, and we don't have that much, but it's full of an awful lot of grass that's turning into silage as we speak. So we're going to be hauling a ton of that up. So we'll do the soybeans and the silage, and in the meantime, we've got some old girls in that barn over there that are cranking out milk for us every day. So one thing you may have noticed is that I've been playing on 1x speed. We're about to change that, and so that we can move things along with these soybeans. We've got one cover of fertilizer on them, and this herbicide's going to get rid of the weed problems that we have. So at least one fertilization. We might actually do another fertilization on them because we have, see, once we get rid of these weeds, it's showing as one fertilization. So the next fertilizing stage, I think we might have enough manure to cover at least one, if not both of the fields. So we'll probably do that. While we're in here, we're going to go ahead and bump this to, oh my, let's go with, let's go with 15x. So that's going to get us through a lot faster. Going to get us through a lot faster. So we're going to go back to more traditional up and down the field route here. Finish this one up. Check around the farm. See what needs to be done. And maybe we'll hit a new growth stage on that field and we can start on our manure. We're going to have to run a couple of these tractors down to get gas, so we could also do that too if we're waiting for growth. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten on this series. You know, I know some of you probably look at the numbers of other YouTubers and think, you know, here I am getting 20 views and there are people out there getting 20,000 or 200,000 views playing this same game. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or what they're doing different. A lot of them seem to be playing in a very similar way. But I'm running my farm and I'm having fun playing a game that I love. So I'm happy to have any of you along for the ride that are here. Appreciate your your likes and your comments, and I appreciate that people are interested in the tractors that I find and the mods that I use. I've had a few people drop questions on some of my videos asking for mod links, and if if you watch the video, you will hear me explain almost every time precisely where I got the mod. So what that tells me is the people who are leaving those comments are not actually watching the videos. They're just seeing something in a screenshot and they're saying, how do I get that? These are people that I consider to be um, leeches, right? They're people in the community that just take. These are the same people that leak mods and share crap links and say rude things in forums, and I'm not going to support that on my channel. I'm just not going to do it. So if you know are going to be friendly and you're going to say, hey, where did you get that sweet looking Farmall M? I'd like to have that on my farm too. My pappy used to have one. Great. Okay, great. I don't mind helping with that. I'll tell you, I got that on G&G modding. You have to scroll down because it came out last year. But you can get this mod done by Scooter's Workbench. Scooter's done a whole bunch of the stuff that's featured on this farm. I believe he also converted this sprayer as well. Okay? And there you go. You go to G&G modding on Facebook. You type in Farmall M, and you'll find the thing in 5 minutes. But if you're a leech, if you're the kind of human being that's not decent enough to even watch the video that you're pilfering things from, or to join the groups and be an active participant, you're just here to take, and you never give anything back, then you won't have listened, and you won't have heard that message, and you won't know. You just leave some spammy comment on my video, or you leave some spammy comment in the forum where I post the video, and I don't like that. So, now that we've cleared the air, here's a little bit of feedback I'd love to get from those of you who are dedicated and watching. What other, are there other implements or tractors that you would like to see me bring to this farm before we get her all said and done? One thing I was thinking about was getting the old Mack truck from the OK Used Mods J&M Farms group. I was thinking about getting that, leasing that with a big trailer so that we can haul our silage in fewer trips. But if the leasing fee is expensive, I don't know that I want to do that. But since it's an older semi and trailer, I would think it would probably be affordable. So that could be cool as a kind of coup de grace on the day that we haul all of our silage up there. Fewer trips and more money. So another thing I'd love for you to check out is I changed my logo on the channel. Maybe you noticed. When I started this channel, I wanted to do a play off of Bluebelly, which is a nickname for Union soldiers in the Civil War. So I went with a Union soldier, and I thought that was fitting, and it was nice, but I've since come to realize that I actually don't play shooter games on my created content. I play them off stream, but I'm not very good at them, and I sort of know my weakness. So I'm not going to celebrate that or play that kind of game. And after a while I realized, well, that's not very congruent message. What if I just go with a little logo here that has my name and is hopefully eye-catching enough without being annoying? So any feedback on that would be great. If you like the new logo, cool. If you find it irritating because it's too bright or too offensive in some way, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. See what I can do with it. Alright. So speaking of fuel, I think I'm going to spray this off and head down, refill it. We seem to be using this tractor a lot, so I'll get her filled back up. What I should do is run over and get a fuel tanker. But I looked them up not that long ago, and the cheapest one was pretty expensive. So we'll just run down there while we're waiting for our crops to hit the next stage so we can spread some manure on them. I don't think the milk's ready, is it? The milk surely isn't ready. No, it's only 340. But that's the thing about when you mess around with the timing settings. Because I've played like 4 episodes that are all this morning in game. But I think this 19 miles an hour on the road is pretty good for an old M. I don't know how realistic that is. I feel like most of the ones that I've driven on the road would probably be more along the lines of like 12 miles an hour, 10, 12, and slow. They're slow. Can hop down. I always do this for some reason. I always do the first person when I'm cruising along here. It just feels right, You can almost feel the wind blowing through your hair. Get a nice... That guy's been parked there for 3 days, making me nervous. So we'll bring her on down here. Did I really just go crooked there? Alright, this should be good. Fill her up. What do you think, 20 bucks? 61! That'd be the day that it costs 60 bucks to fill up an M. Alrighty. I was thinking, leave a comment if you'd be interested in this. I was thinking about doing a whole series, first person. Just like pickup truck, cutting down trees, everything. Do the whole thing in first person. I think that would be difficult to play in some ways. Like some of the farming that you do is pretty easy first person. You can just kind of look back and see what you're doing. But some of it, like hooking up trailers and some of that stuff, backing trailers in without mirrors with these old tractors, that would be a game changer. So, thinking about doing that. I don't know which farm I would do that with, but it could be cool. Oh gosh, our bales are such a mess. They weren't originally. They were great when I originally did it. But you know how it goes. What you originally do and how things end up. Alright. So I'm going to park this over here. We shouldn't. Wait, what is that? Oh, tedder. Yeah, that's fine. I can park this in front of the tedder. I don't think we'll need the tedder because I don't think we're going to need to do more hay. Ugh, the rake in the middle of the thing there. I should back that up. Put it away. Plow. I think this one needs gas too, right? Yeah, it does. Well, I'm not going to do 2 trips down to get fuel in a row. Did our crops advance yet? Because when they do, we can start spreading manure. Well, we can park our truck at least. 50% fertilized, 0% weeds. I don't know how long it's going to take to get to the next stage. Brum, brum, bum, bum, bum. I like this farm. This, if you're not familiar with this map, this is New Woodshire. When I saw that it was called New Woodshire, I just immediately thought that sounded like a British name. That it was going to be a UK map. But it's actually based in the US. And so it's got a nice small, US small farm vibe to it. Drop this off right there. And then we'll take the truck, park it. We're going to need the truck for the soybeans. See what I mean? Like, is that accurate, what I'm seeing there? Okay, now we're crooked. What? So I wasn't that far off. I just... What's it look like now? So I'm seeing over to that other bay. And that one, I need to get somebody to bend that mirror straight. Good enough for me. Can I get out? That was the question. That's funny. Cool. All right, we're in. Or we're back. Or we're something. Let's check the field. Aha! Look at that. Monkeying around with that long enough that now we can start spreading manure. We're going to do this field on the left first. I guess we could call it the bigger field. No traffic on this road, thank goodness. Alright. I think... Lovely. Yeah, it's about the size of this. This row here. Okay. Talk about not doing first person. Goodness. So how far over did that manure get? So it's here but not there. Alright. So we want to go about here, it looks like. That should overlap a little but not too much. Yeah, perfect. Okay, what's that looking like? About a tractor width, right? About a tractor width. That's what we'll do. Looks like we're gonna get about 5 passes, maybe. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, I just ruined everyone's immersion by smacking into that fence. Okay, here we go. Tractor width. This should do it. It's really hard to see. But I would much rather do this and use, realistic equipment. I mean, I should double check and make sure it's even like accepting this properly. Because if I spread all this manure and I don't get the growth for it, I'm going to be PO'd. Yeah, see? It's counting it. That's so cool. So we'll just keep doing this. Get these fields done if we can. And then we'll let it grow. And it's not going to have any problems with the weeds because we sprayed those. And it'll be 2 fertilizations. Is that? That's probably not a thing. The only thing we're going to have extra is the slurry. We'll use pretty much everything else, which I think if I was not doing the save the farm, trying to save the money, I think I would probably buy a slurry spreader so that I could use all organic type of stuff. That'd be kind of a neat save, honestly. I know it's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but to try to have the greenest kind of farm you could, like use for your fertilizer, use manure and slurry, and I mean, I guess you're still using tractors either way. It's not really like a workhorse mod or something. That'd be different. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with using tractors. I mean, hello? Obviously, I like using tractors. I'm just saying, I wonder what the most green way of doing it would be. Oh, and we're out. Better go fill this back up. We should also have some manure from the pigs right there. So if we struggle to get this filled up, we could always do that. And of course, I put the sprayer right in the way. So I'll tell you what, we will pick up here next time with the finishing up the manure spreading and letting our soybeans grow. Thanks so much for being here. My name is Bluebelly, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.